Okay, in this video we're going to look at how we can find an estimate of a mean when we have data that's grouped. Now by group data I'm talking about 160 to 165. So these people's height, these 8 people, could be any height between 160 and 165. We don't know their exact height. Because we don't know their exact height, this is why it's only an estimate. So these 8 people, their height is between 160 and 165. These 14 people have a height between 165 and 170. And what we need to do here to make our estimate, we find the halfway point between 160 and 165. And I've left a column here for that. It's called the midpoint. So this is going to be 162.5. And halfway between 165 and 170 is 167.5. And so on. Now if you're not sure how to get midpoints, just take the two endpoints together. So 170 and 175. Add them together and then divide by 2. It gives 172.5. Now what we're going to do, similar to previous group data, we're now going to multiply this number by this number, and this number by this number, and this number by this number, and get the total. So you could actually do that now if you want to pause the video. I've already done it, and I get 17545. Now that's an estimate for all 100 people's heights. After that, I've got 100 people. I haven't got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. I've got 100 people. So I'm going to divide this by 100. And of course, you will need a calculator to get this first bit. And that's 175.45 as the mean average height, or rather an estimate of the mean average. Now if you just hold on a sec, we're going to have a look at the calculator. If you've got one of these, you can just carry on now, and how I can put all that into the calculator. So I go to menu and I go to the stats part, and I've already entered all the data. So down one side I've got 162, 167, 172, etc. And next to it you'll see each frequency. Okay, so this one's 14. Let's just check the other ones, 22, 29, 21 and 6. And I go to calc and I set and make sure that list 1 are these numbers, okay, because that's my estimate, my midpoints, and list 2 is the data, so no problem. And I go to 1var, and here is 175.45. Here is the total, which I will write down if I'm using a calculator, and the division. And if you are asked for any kind of other estimates, you can also have an estimate here of the median and the mode. But that's how we find an estimate of grouped data.